in a word in which its connotation is puzzling to white people. Its vagueness is the middle ground between endearment and ignorance. This two-syllable, five-letter word has been known in history to cut the spirit of the black man, as well as to say, hey, what's up, man? The word is nigger, and this is the variance of niggerdom.
Yeah. M. Low, Larzan, Clever One, Booze Brothers. I'm in the crib eating Chex Mix, watching Netflix with the next bitch I'm about to have sex with. Shorty came to the crib and start to undress quick. The freshest, the Fresh Prince manifesting death wish. Only you get your head split. Raise heavy metal like deadlifts. I met your baby mother on Craigslist. The cold rama, invigorated old timer, whole llamas. Showstoppers and the hose watchers hit them with the Schofield. Toast pill, blow still, no chill. Get your folks killed over no deals. Tragically, break a rapper down systematically. Bad bitches chasing after me after a daiquiri. I pack toast, spit villainous rap quotes. Shotgun, leave your body riddled with shrapnel. My rap's troublesome, big guns dumping them, and girls act stupidly when I'm pumping them. Shots chasing you when you don't know where they coming from. Air you out, then I have a drink, and then another one. You niggas know, yeah. The God shot at defining moments. I'm on the grind at designer clothing. Hell yeah. I draw nines when I line opponents. Yeah. And then you lay your chalk lines for your vital notice. I make you lose teeth. I cause terror to lose sleep. The rap supervisor and crew chief.
Hey, yo, my rap is undefeated and I hold belts. Pull out the steamer heater, nigga, for what's cream and make his cold melt. Hollow shot clean with the beamers, which you don't felt. Both bells get rum, they yelling, but there's no help. Pick your pockets while you making the coke sell. Leave no trail while I'm chilling, sipping on Propel. Jetpacking out the prison once I post bail. Smoke well and keep a frost dripping off the cold L. Round butt fetish to keep it all the way clean. A mean gigantic ass sounds much better. Butter levers and low sweaters, bust Berettas. Pluck feathers, we iron chefs, so we touch cheddar. The fly rifleman is coming for your life again. Trifling, pistol with your kids and your wife and them. Strike you down to the ground like it's lightning, hyper than Mach 5 speed. Beat you for your ice and gems. Forget it, you a midget on the beanstalk, lighting tree bark while we let the jolly green spark. You lose valley fucking with me, God, cause if I gotta squeeze, I let the whole magazine off. Plus you done entered in the crosshairs, take over your block while we sipping on the frost beers. And I don't give a shit who your boss is. We in the bar throwing liquor bottles and we toss chairs.
Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil, aka Starts with the Facts. Wednesday night show. The importance of Significance coming up. Shout out to my brother, Tim Low. Clever One, my Philly brothers, man, the Booze brothers. These niggas is nice. You hear me? Bringing that 90s era boom bap raw street shit. You hear me? Tap in with them. Tell them Starts with the Facts since you got a close. All right. Let's go. It's real hip hop right here, man.
Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm back on the job again. Future looks promising. It's him low, and I'll be selling crack to your mama's friends. They only getting high on the weekends. I'm off the deep end, long barrel in the sheepskin, homie. This is ghetto rap, heavy metal claps, and the devil back, perhaps. The stacks call the kettle black. Spray the flame, rain, fire, and butane. You lay your pain when I fire and shoot things. It ain't the game, say my name in vain. Ain't a dame with fame. The David Blaine brain, take your frame away. Sipping a Henny straight, make your girl titty shake. My name hold weight in all 50 states. The witch doctor that sip vodka, the kickboxer, the clip popper, the whip copper that lift choppers. And I don't really like fucking with rubbers.
Why's that?
Rather turn bitches into single mothers. Yo, the Booze brothers in the place, it ain't nothing new. My niggas rolling deep when we coming damn right. Tone skillet, what you wanna do? I'm sick and tired and we had about enough of you. The Booze brothers in the place, it ain't nothing new. My niggas rolling deep when we coming through. So home skillet, what you wanna do? We double L, baby, you don't want no trouble.
Hey yo, I baseball bat your face off, get your plates off, scrape sauce up out of the pot like the cake boss. Take loss, nigga, you a fake with a waste cost. While we chillin' and keepin' the fridge and let the case frost. Permanently bring your body with an 8 long. Blow a nigga out the sky for rocking his cape wrong. Throwing the flame at your frame like it's napalm. You ain't strong. I want your jab hard enough to break jaws. Smack the letters off your patent levers. If you Scrooge McDuck, I crack your feathers off for a bag of cheddar. Down the sleeve your Air Max and we pack Berettas. Yap you out your link while I snatch Carreras. Wine with the generals. Did extortion crime with originals. Did some rugged time as a criminal. Diva chicks put a shine on my genitals. I'm on the grind like I'm pressed for time for the envelope.
Yo, the Booze Brothers in the place, it ain't nothing new. My niggas rolling deep, we be coming damn right. Told skillet what you wanna do. We're sick and tired and we had about enough for you. The Booze Brothers in the place, it ain't nothing new. My niggas rolling deep, we be coming through. So home skillet what you wanna do. We double L, baby, you don't want no trouble, dude.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with y'all tonight, man? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all go check out my Philly brothers, the Booze Brothers, man. Real hip hop, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they got hella joints on YouTube, man. Y'all go check them out, man. Tap in with them, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with y'all tonight, man? You feel me? What's good with y'all, man? How you doing? You hear me?
Yeah. Play more beats.
You know what I'm talking about, man? What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing tonight, man? It's Tuesday, or should I say Wednesday night. Y'all know we about to get straight to it. Y'all see the title of tonight's show, The Importance and Significance of Coming Up. All right? Y'all see it. The importance and significance of coming up. Right? We're going to wait till a little, I want to do a little poll real quick, but so we're going to wait till a little bit more people. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing tonight, man? Y'all like last night's show, man? Uncle Diggity, what it do, man? What you know about the Booze Brothers, Uncle Diggity? Him, Low, and Clever One out of Philly. You know what I'm talking about? These dudes is dumb nice. As y'all heard. You can't sit up there and listen to what I just played and tell me that you thought that was trash. You thought that was whack. I'm going to have to take a look at you if you did, man. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? You did. I've been cutting down on my smoking too, y'all. I got myself down to like 2 joints a day. Really 1 sometimes. You feel me? What's good with y'all, man? Tonight's show, right? Tonight's show is dedicated to all of y'all. Tonight's show is dedicated to all you non-content creating, rabble-rousing, agent provocateurs. You hear what I'm saying? Anonymity, hiding behind your anonymity, throwing rocks and hiding your hands. You know what I'm talking about? Talking big boy shit, not putting a face to it, ass people. And this is dudes and chicks, all y'all. You hear me? We ain't barring none over here. We ain't holding no cards. Everybody can get it. Anybody can get it. You hear me? We don't do that over here at Real Talk, man. If you do some fuck shit, man, it's going to get held to account. You know what I'm talking about? Please believe it. You feel me? So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother, Uncle Diggity. You feel me? My brother, Uncle Diggity in the chat as usual. Tap it in and walk it with me, man. I was listening to Red Show earlier, but you know, man, I cold fell asleep, man. And in the time that I fell asleep, Red done did a whole nother No whole nother demo. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, shout out to my brother, Rest in Peace to everyone, man. Shout out to my brother, Mr. O with the info. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? And, you know, 2023, y'all, is the year of the real. 2023 is going to be the year of Cam the fuck up. Right? All that coming in to wherever you coming in on, man, all that stuff and talking your shit and hiding your hands and not camming up and all that. Nah, cam up, nigga. You hear me? And I know a lot of chicks, especially, and a lot of you feminine ass, male Jezebel ass dudes. Shout out to my brother, Simple to P, rest in the essence to the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all be wondering to yourself, like, damn, this nigga, because I pay homage to those, man. You know, I'm a real guy. I'm a real cap. I pay homage to those who I get a lot of game from and who I respect. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about clout chasing or none of that bullshit. I had somebody send me an email talking about some, you be clout chasing, saying niggas. Nah, I say these niggas' names because I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with their content. Real recognize real, or as my brother Red be telling y'all, gang recognize gang. You hear me? You know, so I really don't fuck with too many of you niggas on YouTube because a lot of you niggas is fuck niggas. A lot of you niggas is see-through. Right? A lot of you dudes, for the lack of a better term, ain't real. And I can see right through you. Call me a hater. I don't give a damn about none of that shit, man. People who I care way more about said way worse things to me, man. You know what I mean? When y'all come across your guy, Virgil, man, stacks with the facts, man. I got Teflon, dragon skin, iridium, thick skin. You hear me? OG, what it do, man? Nothing will ever get to me. When it comes to this content creating, outside of my passion for what I'm doing, anything else, no emotions whatsoever, man. Y'all dudes be all emotional and stuff, man, because real niggas critiquing y'all's lame asses and calling y'all out for what it is, man. I don't give a damn how many subscribers you got. I don't give a damn about any of that stuff. None of that stuff matters. Right? It only matters when it does. And when it comes to certain things, like when they talk about this real shit, when they talk about who giving up real good game, good info, right? And you fuck niggas out here talking that bullshit, living facades and lives that you're portraying through your residual self-image. See, I have no reason to lie to y'all about anything because I understand that me being who I am, Virgil Berry, it is real easy to figure out anything about me you want to know. I'm a criminal, I'm a felon. It's public record. It's not hard information to get to, right? And plus, anything you want to know about me, I will tell you, right? And I ain't the brokest nigga in the world, but I'm not rich and far from it. You feel me? Got a lot of stuff I need to work on that I'm currently working on. You know, I don't have everything figured out. You know what I'm saying? I don't put on this facade like I'm just this baller, gamed up ass. No, man. I'm gamed the fuck up, but I ain't balling. You know, you know what I'm talking about? I got to go to work in a couple hours like everybody else. You feel me? You did? But it's about just being who you say you are. You know what I mean? People will respect you more if you just be that which you claim to portray out your mouth through your content. Right? That's it, man. You know, you ain't gotta be no super gamed up dude. You ain't gotta just be honest. Be a man first. And a lot of you niggas ain't men, and I can say that because I'm a man and I've been raised by men, and I know when I see them, and y'all ain't it. Some of y'all, most of y'all, this is what it is, man. Everybody talking about something, you know what I'm talking about, and then you know what I mean. In order to, like I said, in order to create any type of unity, in order to build y'all, we have to destroy. And that's one of the reasons why I picked this album specifically by the Blues Brothers to listen to, because of the artwork and the name of the album. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I fucks with the Blues Brothers, man. These dudes' music is hot. You feel me? And these guys is like my age. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even a little older than me. And they nicer than most of you niggas out right now. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? So tonight we're going to talk about the significance and the importance of camming up. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the importance and significance of camming up. You know what I mean? And I'm about to cut the camera off, ironically, for a brief second. You know, so I might cut it right back for what though. You know what I mean? My friend, I don't even know what I just done. But yeah, though, man, the importance and the significance of camming up. Yeah, my man OG in the building, my brother Uncle Diggity in the building. You know what I'm talking about? The importance and the significance of camming up, y'all. All right. One, let me just say this, man. It takes a certain type of individual to sit here and talk they shit, whatever they talking, and entertain y'all and keep y'all's attention and keep y'all engaged. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has that skill, and it's a talent and it's a skill. And to certain people, it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? It's up to y'all to figure out the difference between all of them. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. You know how we do. Look, over here at A Real Talk Podcast and A Real Talk Media, y'all, we are marijuana advocates. We advocate for the full legalization of marijuana on all levels. You hear me? We changing the game on what it means to be professional. Like I say, we can make the metrics do as we see fit. We gotta live up to these people's standards and all that. You know, create our own standards, man. You feel me? We set the trend anyway, right? You did. The importance and the significance of coming up, right? Like I said, it takes a lot of skill and talent. Like I said, sometimes it's a gift considering who you are and what your mental and assignment is, right? You know what I'm saying? To sit here and keep people engaged and entertained on what you talking about, man. And not only that, when you know the quality, Lance Parker, what it do, man? When you know the quality of the information, especially the uncommon information, the game that you giving up, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay fast. You got to stay 10 toes down and keep going. You know what I'm talking about? Even if it's only 4 or 5 people watching, tapping in with you, man, you cannot allow that to deter you because contrary to popular opinion, Mr. O with the info was had a joke, right? Contrary to popular opinion, you don't realize how many people actually see your content. Right? Just remember that movie from back in the day. If you my age or within my age range, you remember a movie from back in the day called The Field of Dreams, right? And what was they telling Kevin Costner's character, man? If you build it, they will come, right? It's all about, do you got what it takes to keep building when it look like everything is going astray, when it look like it ain't worth building no more, when it look like ain't nobody, like, man, I'm gonna sit here building this store, and ain't nobody even coming to shop with me, man. Should I still continue to build it? Right? Exactly. Y'all heard what my brother OG say, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know, brother, Mr. O, man. Listen, man. The importance and the significance of coming up. And y'all know, man, I'm about to drop. Y'all know I'm going to drop the link here in a short while, man, in about 30 minutes, about 27 minutes. You hear me? I'm going to drop the link because I want some of y'all brothers and sisters to come up and speak your piece on this because I know a lot of people got mixed feelings on this, right? I came up for one reason and one reason only, because one, I like to. I want to put a face to this shit I'm talking to. I want y'all to see how vulnerable I am allowing myself to be. You hear me? I want y'all to see how open I am. You hear me? I want y'all to know behind this deep voice talking this heavy shit, I want y'all to know there's a face with it and I'm just talking shit. Right? That's number one right there. See what I mean? Right? Plus, I'm a handsome, charismatic, magnetic guy. You know what I mean? I have nothing to hide. I'm beautiful. The world should see me. You did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, y'all? Y'all notice I haven't been telling y'all to hit the like button a lot, right? Because I've been getting emails from people saying, why are you always saying that? This is, of course, a habit for me. But y'all see it scrolling across the bottom. I'm keeping scrolling across the bottom all the show, but if I feel the need or the leaning to say it, I'm gonna say it. So just get used to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? And matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this too, man. So because y'all need to see this, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to go subscribe to that old Patreon too, man. You did. But real talk though, man, it's important to come up, y'all. Right? Very important to come up. And I'm gonna explain to y'all over the next couple of hours why. Right? You know what I'm talking about? Like I just mainly just said, to put a face with that shit you be talking. Right? Oh, throw your rocks and hide your hands anonymous. That's why I got that thumbnail that I got. Right? How many of y'all know? How many of y'all know where the movie V for Vendetta got its main character V from? Flytown 614, man. My CO 614 brethren in the building. What's good? Columbus, Ohio is where it's at. Now listen, y'all. This Saturday coming up, I'm gonna have my nigga Bird on the show, right? Funny ass dude, right? It's one of my homies I've been knowing from back in the day when we was both in the streets getting to the bread and shit. Now niggas are trying to do different stuff, you know what I'm talking about? Have my nigga Bird on the show, man. A lot of y'all from the city know my nigga Bird, man. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna have him on Saturday evening, but early Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna take me and Jen gonna go see Ant-Man Quantumania and the Wasp Quantumania. Listen here, let me come up real quick, y'all. Y'all want to go check this Quantumania out. This is some of the stuff I'll be talking about with y'all, man. Right? We don't know what's in that water, and we're not fully aware of the subatomic realm. You hear me? There's I gotta say, we gotta be not so much focused on extraterrestrials, right? Don't be so focused on extraterrestrials. They do exist. Be more focused on interdimensionals, which is why they're over there doing what they do in that CERN. We just now getting aware of the rulers of darkness of this world, right? The old gods are re-emerging. They keep finding these frozen, supposedly stone angels all across Europe, Estonia, Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan. Y'all better look into this stuff. They ain't talking about this stuff on the news, all right? And this is the part of the pores that coming up, because when you're talking heavy like how I am right now, man, you got to put a face to that shit, man. So I know about they finding these frozen statues, allegedly statues of these angels all across the goddamn Eastern Europe. Right? Anonymous. Right? You got Q Anonymous or QAnon. You got the group Anonymous, which I'm not mistaken, they emerged into being QAnon or something. I don't know. The whole concept of anonymity is suspect in its nature. The very fact that you are hiding or disguising your appearance of who you actually are is misleading and automatically skeptical and questionable. It's akin to secrecy, which it is. It's a branch of secrecy. And as the big homie John F. Kennedy said, any organization or government operating in secrecy is indignant. Right? The very fact that some organization that's supposed to be in control, have authority over anybody or whatever, have anything to do with secrecy is repugnant. Right? We don't do secrets over here, man. I'm not saying we tell all our business. We move tactfully and gracefully with wisdom, but we ain't keeping no secrets. Right? You're only sick as your secrets. Y'all remember that, man. So we're going to get into it this Saturday, man, concerning this stuff in my state with the train derailment and the toxic chemicals. Shout out to my brother King Els for sending me this. You hear me? Y'all can think it's a game, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sitting up here trying to tell y'all, man. We worry about the wrong things for real, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to my homies out of Philly, the Booze Brothers, man. Y'all go check their music out. Their music is fire. Real 90s boom bap, hip hop, hardcore. You hear me? I love it. It's my era. All right. Right? I want y'all to realize what's going on with what happened in my state concerning this explosion with these very toxic military grade chemicals. Right? I want y'all to over and out understand that the Ohio River Basin is connected to every single major water source from here, where I'm at in Columbus, Ohio, or basically where y'all see this edge right here. This edge right here. Look how many states. This is Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi. Look at this whole perimeter right here, right? All the way down to Arkansas, Louisiana, and all that, right? You feel me? This whole line right here, y'all, the Ohio River Basin is the main, basically, vantage point of all waterways going towards west of the Mississippi from this region forward. So basically what I'm saying is the Ohio River is connected to every major body of water from this line right here that y'all see, where this has on the far right edge, all the way to this region here. Y'all understand the severity of that? And that's the whole point right there, OG. That's why I rock with y'all, and this is why I build with y'all the way I do, to add on to what y'all already got so y'all can see this stuff, so y'all can connect the dots. Exactly. That's not a mistake. That's not by happenstance. That's not a coincidence. Please believe it. And if I was to really look at this to see what parallel this is, that would go even deeper. Right? But I want y'all to over, inner, outer, extra stand. Over, inner, outer, extra stand. Not just understand. Right? What this means. The implications of this. And we also going to get into this as well. Maybe Friday. I might come in and do an impromptu on Friday, and I'm going to tell y'all, as a matter of fact, we're going to do this next week on Monday. On Monday, we're going to be discussing this right here. What y'all know about this, man? You hear me? I'll be sitting here trying to tell y'all, man. You know, I mean, you are this is the importance of coming up, and the significance of coming up is basically the whole show and what I'm doing right now. This is the importance and the significance of coming up. Because in a society where we're being led to think that through certain situations and access or apps or whatever, that we got some type of privacy, that's an illusion. Privacy is dead. It is a defunct, deceased idea. It's like it's a program that's been deleted off the motherboard of our reality. No more privacy. So if you think you're doing something private, you tripping. You're delusional. No more privacy. Anybody can find out anything about you that they want to find out about you. Trust me. And they don't need your social security card or birth certificate or none of that. You said you swear you were smelling gas or something today in the city? I mean, I'm just saying though, man, y'all gotta understand what's going on. And I'm gonna do a little bit more digging. So when we come back on Saturday and discuss this in depth, right? Or should I say Monday and discuss this in depth? But let me see. Now we're going to wait till next week to do both, because this Saturday I got Bird coming on, and I'm gonna do a little impromptu on Saturday. So we're just gonna wait till on next week. We're gonna do this right here. I'm gonna go in on this situation right here. I'm gonna do a little bit more digging, right? Because I've already been doing some lightweight, just skimming through some things right now, and I'm just, man, but I definitely need to do some more digging, because there's a lot of stuff with this. There's a lot of stuff to unpack right here, man. You hear me? I don't know if y'all were familiar with my state or what's going on in Ohio, but not too long ago, the guys who were in this big case, you got who was involved with this? Sherrod Brown was involved with this. Mike DeWine was involved with this. We got a couple guys out of my city who's hit leader of the PUCO, the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio over here. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole situation where they got like around $60 million of federal funding that they were supposed to get to decommission 4 nuclear facilities in my state, right? Walk with me, y'all. Connect the dots, man. You hear me? And in my state of Ohio, you got 4 nuclear facilities that were deemed for decommissioning. These funds, this 60 some odd million dollars, right? That they got from, I think, the Department of the Interior and the Department of State, I want to say. And crooked ass politicians out of my state of Ohio use that money to line their coffers, their personal accounts, and now they all put in court for it now, right? And I'm gonna bring all this together. See, at the same time all this was going on in my city, when the day that they was going to court for their first hearing or about this whole situation with these 4 nuclear facilities, and Sherrod Brown, Mike DeWine, the Mayor Ginther was involved with this shit. Goddamn it, the dude that was head of PUCO, I can't remember his name right now. PUCO in my state is the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio. Every one of y'all state have a very similar organization. I know in California they got the CPUC, the California Public Utilities Commission. Yeah, they call it the CPUC. Right? So you got a similar organization in your state, trust me. Right? And they was all involved with this whole situation. The same day that they were supposed to be going to court for the hearing to commit sentencing, after all the trial stuff was had out, they hit us with a fake scenario where the police raided this chick. And it's not a fake scenario. When I say fake, not a fake, it doesn't happen, but fake as in distraction. Bars. Not fake as in it didn't happen, but fake as in distraction. You hear me? This white chick named Monica. Y'all can look this up. She was online on YouTube as she was holding off Franklin County Sheriff's and liaison ATF and FBI officers because of stuff she was posting on goddamn YouTube talking about the government this and the government that. Right? So that was a big distraction piece from what was actually going on downtown with this hearing about this situation with these 4 nuclear facilities. And now here we are about a couple months later, and we got this situation in Palestine, Ohio, of all places, the very base, the foundation, I'm talking about the hub of the Ohio Ohio River Basin, of the Ohio River, which is one of the main body of water arteries that is literally connected to every major body of water here to the west of the Mississippi. And it has just been heavily polluted with dangerous military-grade toxic nuclear chemicals. Huh? Think about that, y'all. The importance and significance of coming up. See, when you talk about stuff like what we're talking about tonight, you got to be able to put a face to it, man, because you're going to be held accountable, man. It's going, and I've been telling y'all for a long time, so it's going to come to a point where you're going to have to stand up, poke your chest out, stick your neck out, and be accountable, man. You ain't gonna be able to hide behind these little avatars and stuff anymore. And this is another reason why I say this is preemptive programming, desensitization, to prepare us perceptually for the metaverse. Right? And under the disguise of anonymity, the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, where you can just pick whatever you would be, a boy, you could be a girl, you could be a guy, you could be a man, or neither, both, a mixture of the two, all of them, none. You hear me? I want y'all to understand how this is perceptually preparing us, especially our children, for the metaverse. Now, why? I'm gonna get off of this, man, because we're gonna wait till next week to get to that. I'm gonna get off of that. I'm gonna get off of that, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I'll talk about, listen here, Fly Sound, man. Do y'all hear me, man? Y'all don't understand what's going on in my state right now. And they just now telling y'all about this. This stuff happened like 2 weeks ago. The actual train derailment happened like 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna say like February 3rd. And aftermath of all this, I'm telling y'all, man, contingency plan 8888. The importance and the significance of camming up. We talking heavy tonight. I'm going to go through a mixture and a plethora of different things, different subjects, topics, but all of them are related with camming up. And I'm going to remain cammed up for the entire duration of the show. I'm going to drop the link here in about 9 minutes. And I encourage you, brethren and sisters, to come up and cam up and be seen and be heard and be shown. Put a name to it and a face to it. All right? Stand up and be counted for. All right? I'm talking about OG. Listen, brother. The reports I've been reading from that region of Ohio, which is responsible for a lot of like livestock production, a lot of production in like lumber, because it's close up there in the Appalachian areas and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The stuff I've been reading, man, the articles, man, devastating, man. I'm talking about, you got farmers up there in Ashtabula County. You know what I'm saying? You got farmers up there in all the little counties up north. They waking up to their whole livestock dead. You got the crops is, oh my God, man. You got fish jumping up, and you got, man, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. It's horrible, man. You know what I mean? Now, I know a lot of you chicks feel some type of way about this whole cam up thing. Y'all feel like it's like nothing. Like, why are you so worried about or concerned with people who camming up, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to lay it out for y'all. Like I've been saying, it's important, because if you're going to be on here talking heavy, we got to know who you is. And not only that, we coming into times, y'all know, y'all see it, man. You cannot deny. We coming into times, y'all, where, you know, y'all see what's going on, right, man? I know. You know, I ain't the only person that's seeing this stuff out here, man. I ain't about to sit up there and believe that either. You know what I'm talking about? Or accept that. You know what I'm saying? I know I said I'm mistaken. It's just a force of habit when I'm doing that, but you know, it's whatever. I mean, I don't feel no type of way about it's not illegal to drink beer. You feel me? You know, it's more of just a courtesy thing, but whatever, right? Corona with lime in it, man. You feel me? This one, I got Corona with lime. You feel me? Corona with lime, man. I just be chopping it up with y'all, chilling, man. You know what I'm talking about? The importance and the significance of coming up. Now, think about what's going on in my city or in my state right now. And I'm going to delve into this next week. On next Monday, right, we're going to talk about contingency plan 88, right? No, on Monday, we're going to discuss this right here. And then on Wednesday, we're going to discuss contingency plan 88. And me and L going to chop it up about something on Tuesday, man. You feel me? Spiritual Roots, of course, Sunday. Oh, like and I didn't even do this, and I apologize, man. I apologize for not coming on Sunday, y'all. You know what I mean? You know, it was Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We was having some people, you know, homies over watching the game, and I ain't want to be trying to go in live while you know what I'm saying, niggas over there smoking, drinking, y'all through the game. So, you know what I'm talking about? I wanted to do it earlier in the day, but, you know, my pops, he wasn't ready for that at that time. So, you know, he said, just go ahead and postpone. So next Sunday, this Sunday coming up, we're going to get to the same topic we're supposed to get to last Sunday. Once again, apologize for that, man. You know what I'm talking about? You did. Hit that like button, y'all. You know, see what I'm saying? Force and habit, man. Hit that like button. Yeah. So just imagine what's going on with all this stuff, man. You feel me? I want y'all to think about that, though. Think about what that means for the rest of y'all in this region right here. Right? This is a huge area. This is from basically the whole Midwest and South. Right? The whole Midwest right here. All of these water regions, all these basins are going to be affected by what happened in Palestine, Ohio. You got the Ohio River Basin, the Tennessee River Basin, Lower Mississippi River Basin, Arkansas White Red River Basin, Upper Mississippi River Basin, Missouri River Basin. Now, come on, y'all, man. Y'all understand what this is, man? And this is the same region, right? Y'all see where this is lit up like this at? This is the same region where they've been building the NAFTA superhighway. How many of y'all know what NAFTA is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what NAFTA is. N-A-F-T-A. NAFTA. There's so much stuff going on, though, y'all. That, I mean, a lot of, and I'm not just saying, man, I don't want to, you know, I don't fault people for not knowing what they don't know, but I'm just saying there's so much stuff going on, y'all. You hear me? That, you know, I see why we being constantly bombarded with distraction fuckery. You feel me? Excuse my language, man. And then, you know, you got to clean our language up too. Right? The importance and the significance of camming up. Right? Importance and significance of it. And as I'm drinking my Corona with lime, I'm also sipping on my ice chill or my not, it ain't ice chill, but my chilled agua. Because all I drink is water, man. Unless I'm drinking alcohol. Right? You know what I'm saying? My brother Uncle Diggity, of course, that's not no, you know, mystery to me. Right? The North Brownie, what's up, baby? Y'all see my baby Brownie in the building, man. Oh, man. Right? The importance and the significance of camming up. Right? You talking heavy on this YouTube, man. You gotta cam up. And if you guys somehow, and this is what I said, this is another point I want to bring up as the importance and significance of camming up. If you got a job or a business that could somehow be come under some type of heavy scrutiny because of what you saying or doing on the internet, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is, I suggest if you depend on that for your survival and your livelihood, you might want to shut the hell up and get off the goddamn internet then. All right? That's another part of the delusion. And that's where the anonymity comes in, and that's what the negative aspect of it. There's nothing positive about it. Don't confuse being cautious, confuse being tactful and reserved, right? And moving not so much in secrecy, but in silence. Because they're not the same thing. Moving in secrecy and moving in silence is not the same thing, right? Don't get the two messed up or mixed up. Move in silence, but don't move in secrecy, man. You know, like I just told y'all earlier, the very fact that somebody's operating in secrecy means they got something to hide. Most 9 times out of 10, when somebody got something to hide, it ain't because they don't want you to know their trade secret. No, no, no. They don't want you to not know the secret sauce recipe. They don't want you to know what the hell they got going on, right? That don't benefit you, but benefit them at the expense of you, right? You did. Tap in and walk with me, y'all. Wednesday night, we get into it, the importance and the significance of camming up. Brownie, what you know about NAFTA, right? And I just want to say this, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to ruffle nobody's feathers, but I got to keep it 100, though. I don't see a lot of chicks here on YouTube talking about anything. I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to just throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? And I know YouTube is a open place, it's an open market, fair, free, whatever, right? Not really, but, you know, for the illusion of what we think that means, yes, right? But I don't see a lot of chicks on here, like, making insightful, thought-provoking, possible world-changing content. Now, I do see chicks making good content, making stuff that's helpful for, you know, like certain group and niches of people, specifically other females. But like talking heavy though, I hate when people do that, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. No, gun down hell well, I'm in the middle of a show. I'm gonna call the phone. These robocalls. Yeah. And it's crazy because do y'all be getting these calls? And I'm gonna explain this to y'all one of these days too. You hear me? On what this represents when that's gonna start happening. But y'all be getting them calls. You know how all of a sudden everybody getting them old robocalls. You know what I'm talking about? Calls from the unintelligent artificial intelligence. Let me explain something to y'all real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me explain something to y'all what them robocalls is. Them robocalls. That's the unintelligent artificial intelligence calling every single number in its directory connected to its network mainframe, which is out here in Utah, right? They built one out here in Ohio as well, too. I keep telling y'all my state of Ohio is a very strategic puzzle piece in this global structure thing they're setting up. Very strategic for lots of reasons. You feel me? Those 4 nuclear facilities have a lot to do with it. You hear me? The importance and the significance of coming up, right? Now, you got a lot of people coming on the YouTube intranets, right? Talking they talk, and I ain't got nothing against them. I think everybody should be allowed to say what they say, but I'm gonna also say some people need to shut the hell up when it comes to certain things. But you know, talk your shit. You feel me? I ain't gonna tell nobody that they can't say what they say. I might say you probably shouldn't say that shit, which is maybe a little going too far, but I'm definitely never gonna tell you can't say something. Because ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can or can't say. It ain't a soul walking the very plains of earth on this planet that can tell me what I can and can't say. I don't give a damn. You hear me? And I want the same for y'all. I'm going to have my opinion. You better have yours. And if you pay attention, a lot of people hiding behind their avatars, you know, hiding behind their avatars. And their avatar don't even be a real picture of them. It'd be some cartoony shit or just a letter or something like that. All right. But real ones who came up and talk they shish. You hear me? in a different category than a lot of other people. Now, it's people that came up though that, you know, I'm just saying though, the importance and the significance of coming up is a very ideal thing to you want to keep at the head of your content creating. You know what I mean? Depending on what type of content you create. You feel me? Now you talking heavy like how I be talking and people like talk, you gotta come up, man. You got to. And let me tell you another reason that's the importance of coming up. Because all this, like I said, all this fake secrecy and this fake privacy that y'all think we got that we really don't have. Don't you know in certain cities and states in America, you on camera for like a good 12 hours a day? Over here in the United Kingdom and in places like China and Japan, you on camera 23 hours a day. And you say, how is that possible, right? So now think about when I talk to y'all about the social credit system. We on camera anyway. I want y'all to understand the level of technology that the people who run this reality have and they got access to. We all got Wi-Fi running through our homes, through whatever service we got, whatever our internet service provider ISP is. And that's connected to a grid. Now, who you think is monitoring and surveilling all of that data? You think it's humans? So I want to have this show tonight too, and I named it what I named it to, you know, touch on a lot of different aspects because I want to also focus on this whole privacy thing too. I want after the night for me to have stretched and pulled y'all's whole cranium, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? To the point to where you no longer even believe in the concept of privacy, right? Now, privacy as far as in the privacy, and not even then in certain aspects. I can't even say in the privacy of your own home. I can't even say in the privacy of your own mind. Human brain computer interfacing, digital DNA downloading and storage, huh? The voice of God technology, huh? Voice to skull technology. You got to make sure your thoughts are your own thoughts. So I want y'all to understand that this whole idea of privacy is gone. It's dead. It's over with. There is no such thing as privacy anymore. You know, we can still, to the best of our ability, try to uphold the concept of what we have known privacy to be. Privacy, like I said, I can't even say privacy within the construct of your own home. We all have a smartphone. If you was to have no other devices or technology in your house, no smart TVs, no smart washer, dryer, dishwasher, refrigerator, anything, air fryer. I want you to know if you have an air fryer, that is a smart device. It has a Blue Energy Star rating on it, which means it can be synced and linked to the internet, the smart grid. That means inside of your air fryers is a modem. It's a computer chip that gives it the capability to be synced and linked to the internet, the World Wide Web, which is why you can control it from your smartphone if you get an app for it. I want y'all to understand what's going on and the importance of camming up. I want y'all to understand that the concept of privacy has been deleted. We only have the illusion of privacy at this point. Y'all really think that stuff y'all doing is secret? Y'all think don't nobody know about it? You think nobody's watching? You're right. Nobody's watching, as in a body. But the unintelligent artificial intelligence is definitely watching and listening. Huh? So I want y'all to take this concept of anonymity and secrecy, right? And just put it in your pipe and smoke it, as my Uncle Nate used to say. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. You did. Oh, next week we going in. I want y'all to understand. For one, this is the reason why I'm going to do a show like this, because what me and my pops is going to, it always flows, and it ain't me, y'all. So I want y'all to know that it's a greater influence. Let's just say God in directing me, giving me the ability to guide and direct y'all, right? I want y'all to understand what is going on right now in my state and the implications of it, which is connected to the points of coming up and the significance of coming up, right? Especially if you're going to speak on it and then speak on it in the way in which I'm going to speak on it, because I'm going to break this damn thing down. I'm already familiar with certain races right now, already connected to this, and it's just like, wow. If y'all remember not too long ago in my city, Columbus, Ohio, a chemicals plant on the south side blew up. Over here off of South Parsons. You remember that, Flytown? I know my man Jay Jermaine remember that. He from the south side. Right? Y'all remember not too long ago in our city, Columbus, when the chemical plant out here on South High or South Parsons blew up? South High? Right. You remember that? You remember that, Flytown? Huh? Ohio plays a very strategic part in the setting up of this global grid system. Intel, Google, Microsoft, all currently right now, Facebook, all currently building hub offices in New Albany in connection with Leslie Wexner, who is a founding member of what is known as the Mega Group. Right? We got right here in Columbus, Ohio, Smart Columbus, a think tank tech organization that does R&D into all things tech, artificial and unintelligent artificial intelligence. Huh? Yeah, man. Who funds and founded the Smart Columbus Initiative, right? Huh? The W. Allen Foundation, co-founder of Microsoft with Bill Gates, W.G. Allen, something Allen, right? He, along with his foundation, what's his name? George Allen. Can't remember the dude's name right now. Hold on, because it's going to be like a thorn in my side, y'all. Hold on, man. W.G. Allen, I want to say that's his name. Hold on real quick. Let me get the information for. Let me get the confirmation of the information that I'm talking about to y'all right now, man. W.G. Allen. William G. Allen. I think this is his name, William G. Allen. No, that ain't him. That's a black dude. I'm about to get it. Co-founder of Microsoft. Yeah, that's his name. Paul Allen. Right? What y'all know about Paul Allen? Right? See, I connect major dots for y'all, man. You hear me? Major dots, man. Paul G. Allen Foundation, co-founder of Microsoft with Bill Gates. Right? I think he's dead now, if I'm not mistaken. I think he died in like 2000. I think he died, if I'm mistaken. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he died in 2018, yeah, a couple years ago. All right. We got the Paul G. Allen Foundation. The Paul G. Allen Foundation, in conjunction with the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Ohio Department of Transportation, COTA, which is the Columbus, Ohio Transit Authority, our local transit system, bus system, right? Yeah, they all got funding from the United States Department of Transportation, and they also got money from the Paul G. Allen Foundation to start Smart Columbus, who was doing R&D research into artificial intelligence technology, LiDAR technology, you know what I'm saying, autonomous vehicle technology. Matter of fact, my city, Columbus, Ohio, is the first city in the Western Hemisphere to experiment with autonomous vehicles in its public transportation system. In the form of a bus, anyway. Y'all subways been running off of artificial intelligence. Huh? Y'all think it's humans regulating them trains in y'all cities? Stop it, man. The importance and the significance of coming up. Paul G. Allen, founder of the Paul G. Allen Foundation, as well as co-founder of Microsoft, with Bill Gates, funds Smart Columbus. Right? A very sinister organization, I'm sure. You hear me? From what I've looked into about them, yeah, they involved with a lot of stuff. They involved with human brain computer interfacing. They're involved with digital DNA downloading, storage, digital skin tattooing, and identification techniques, and biometric, technology capabilities. Right? We got the Abigail Wexner Research and Development Health Center in the Children Hospital Network right over here on Livingston and Parsons. We got the Big Lots Behavior Health Pavilion, right? Which is basically the re-education center prison. I'm going to say what it is, man. I've been in the building. It must have not been in the Most High's perfect will for me to show that footage. I'm going to just say that. Because I went up there and I got some footage of that building. I'm telling you, I've been in that building. It's a prison. It's a mental health prison. It's a mind-altering re-education center. I've been in the building. Nobody can tell me nothing different. Seen it with my own eyes. It's a prison. They got padded cells in there. They got speaker system throughout the whole building. 9 floors. It's the largest facility of its kind in America. Right? Basically, it's a mental health hospital for young children between the ages of like 3 to 17. The Big Lots Behavior Health Pavilion. Right? Paul G. Allen's involved with and he's involved with what's going on over there too. I believe that the Paul G. Allen Foundation is a sponsor of the Behavior Health Pavilion, if I'm not mistaken, through Smart Columbus. Right? Because they go in there, and when you go in this building and they have these kids in this mental health prison, basically what it is, they got classrooms where they are re-educating them with smart technology, literally the smart boards, literally by a company called Smart. I know this because I've been in this building and I've seen it with my own eyes. They had it open up to the public for a whole weekend. I went down there and got footage and everything, man. But it must not have been in the Most High's perfect will for me to show it because it became somehow lost. right? And it wasn't meant for me to show that footage. I just chalk it up to that. But it was meant for me to have the knowledge of what that building actually is and what goes on inside there. And trust me, as a guy who's been in prison, I know a prison when I see one. And that building right here in my city on Livingston and Grant, Livingston between Grant and Parsons, that is a mental health prison. Re-education center. Y'all see them sprawled all out the city. Sunrise mental health, Sunbeam mental health, behavioral health, all these little behavioral health facilities, buildings popping up where Planned Parenthoods used to be. This is the importance and the significance of camming up. Talking heavy like how I'm talking right now. I'm just going to talk about random stuff, but it's all connected and showing importance and credence to why I say, entitled the show, the importance of and significance of camming up. All y'all are throwing y'all's rocks and hiding y'all's hands, non-content creating ass dudes and chicks. Right? Quick to always say somebody hating just because, we ain't got 20,000 subscribers. Right? Maybe some of y'all don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But when if you got any ounce of realness in you, any ounce of integrity, because that's a word that y'all throw around too. You got any ounce of what real integrity is, real game is, real knowledge, real critical thinking, discernment of character. You got any iota of ounce of real that in you, you can see through a lot of this stuff on this here YouTube. And I can see how we being prepared for the metaverse. The breaking up of the psyche, the extreme levels of delusional grandeur, you know what I'm saying? Extreme cognitive dissonance, extreme, what y'all say is narcissism, extreme sense of self-importance, an extreme sense of lack of accountability, you know what I mean? And it's running rampant. I can't even really pinpoint it to just one group it's like running rampant amongst everybody, man. And distraction is all I see. Now, I'm a guy that can call out the fuckery, and I'm going to always do that. But at the same time, I see the importance of us playing and staying in our natural and respective roles in our lanes. I understand that, because in order for your car to work right, everything has to be working in one accord. You can't have the you can't have the goddamn alternator trying to operate like it's the goddamn thermostat or the radiator. Everything got to be working, doing its own thing that it's supposed to do at the best of its ability so the whole car can run and function. You dig? And I know what it is, man. A lot of you guys, like I said, this is why I say when it comes to you guys, the importance and significance of camming up, y'all, that's the topic of discussion. The importance and the significance of camming up, calling names out. And I'm going to tell y'all something, though, man. And I'm going to say this before I say, this ain't no disclaimer. This is just some real shit, all right? Not everybody that calls somebody out by their name is trying to clout chase, like y'all say, clout chase, right? Y'all have mistaken popularity with clout. Clout and popularity ain't the same thing. See how they misconstruing and mixing up and conjoining these words? Clout doesn't mean popularity. Matter of fact, it ain't nothing popular about. You hear me? Ain't nothing popular about. We're saying ain't nothing about clout. You feel me? From my understanding, the clout, that's something that was unspoken of that people knew. The people who need to know, right? And even if you didn't know, you heard, right? That's that clout right there, like how the mafia had, how the mafia got. That's what you call clout. This new stuff y'all got, I don't know what that's called. That's the I don't know why y'all calling it clout. I mean, or are y'all calling it clout? I just can't figure out why. So when y'all say somebody is clout chasing, right? Most of us let me just say this, let me put y'all up on some game and say some super slick shit that's gonna sound hella slick, and the nigga gonna be like, that's nigga think he's saying some slick shit. Because if you're thinking that's how you know. Listen, if you can sit in your mind when you hear somebody say some what you think is some slick, or you think they trying to say some slick shit, it's because you know they saying some slick shit. You did. Right? You know what I mean? And rest in the essence the simple, because he used to say clout is like a drug. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say they changing up the words, man. Making words mean things that they didn't originally mean, and totally misconstruing or conflating the new meaning of them. So when we use these words, we no longer associate them with their original meaning. We associate them with what we're being told and have accepted that they can possibly mean or do mean right now. Right? Right. You know what I'm saying? You can it resonate with you. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother Red be saying, it's just fluid because it flows. You can tell. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say you can tell because clearly a lot of y'all can't tell. I can tell though. I see right through a lot of this stuff. Y'all ain't bragging. I'm not boasting. I'm a regular guy, man. I ain't like coming on here with a whole bunch of suits on and fly gear and all this stuff. Like I'm just living this super affluent life and my life is just beautiful and I'm just super gamed up and super guapped up and nah, I'm a real dude, man. You hear me? Like, and even if my life was like that, I still would be doing what I'm doing in the way I'm doing it right now. Probably a little bit more flyer, but not nothing too crazy to where it would be given the perception that I'm somehow better than y'all and y'all need to get up to my level, which is why I'm giving y'all this game. I'm not at where y'all at. Y'all understand what I'm saying when I say what I said just now? Y'all notice how a lot of your favorite or so-called would be considered favorite content creators, they give off that air of super importance, somehow giving off the persona or the image as if they are better than you. Not so much as better than you as like a better human than you, but maybe like a step above you. And since they're popping with these subscribers and all of this and that, they may be like better than you. You understand what I'm saying when I say what I just said, y'all? I know y'all get what I'm saying, man. You feel me? He or she who have ears to hear, let them hear. And if you got eyes to see, let you see as well, man. You hear me? Tap that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering. Right? The importance and the significance of camming up. Right? Y'all do some research into Smart Columbus. Man, you hear me? Yeah, man. That's that stuff flows, man. It resonates with people, man. They're gonna be drawn to you, man. Like I say, you gotta be charismatic and magnetic. Which is we all are born with the charismatic and magnetic potentiality. You dig? It's just up to you. Like my pop said, it's up to you how much you're gonna shine. We all stars. Pat Benatar told us that we're all stars. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long. Both of us know it. Love is a battlefield. Huh? We're all stars, man. Right? But like my pop said, it's just up to you how bright you gonna shine. That little light of yours, are you going to let it shine? Let it shine. Let it shine. Right? The importance and the significance of camming your ass up, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you think in 2023, right? If you agree with this sentiment, if you agree with this mission statement, so to speak, if you agree with this mindset in 2023, if you're coming on the internet talking heavy, right? And we ain't got to get into details, man. We grown, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When I say heavy, that covers a wide range of stuff, man. A wide range of plethora of topics and conversations and groups and spaces. If you on here talking heavy in 2023, you got to cam up. If you agree with that sentiment, put a 1 in the comments, man. And I'm gonna sip on my ice cold Corona with lime. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with that mindset, with that sentiment, with that mentality, with that ideology, if you would. 2023, from now on out, you come on here talking heavy. In whatever way you talking heavy, whatever subject, whatever genre or topic, whatever space, any of that. If you talking heavy, you got to cam up. And I'm tripping. I'm supposed to drop the link for y'all. I'm bugging out, man. Y'all know how we get, man. You hear me? Serious business, man. You're going to be talking heavy, man. Now, listen to what I'm saying now, y'all, right? Of course, there's context to that. Now, let me be fair. Let me be real with y'all. I'm referring to content creators. I'm not referring to people who are in the comment sections, for the lack of a better term, the supporters, the spectators, if you would, right? I'm going to call y'all supporters, right? The audience, the people. La raza. The supporters, right? Y'all the supporters. I'm not talking about y'all. This does not apply to supporters. Supporters absolutely can stay anonymous, right? But if you a content creator, if you a person on my side of the screen, so to speak, microphone, you got to cam up. It's only right. It's fair and exact, and it's right. This was right and exact, right? It's only fair. It's only right that you cam up. If you're going to be on here talking heavy, calling yourself a content creator, and you got your opinions and you done this and you think it's important and people should listen to you, cam up. Right? All that hiding behind avatars, hiding behind cartoon images of, old school, pop culture iconography, idolatry. See, even me, listen to y'all. I cam up because I just like to cam up for real. I like to, for be honest with you. I want y'all to see my face. I want y'all to see my face, my actions, my movements. I want y'all to see that so y'all can see the realness. Because if you're real, you're going to see that I ain't fucking around. Dang it. You hear me? But even my avatar is me. Even my icon, even my screen, whatever photo, picture, whatever, even that's me. That's a picture of me. Not an old picture, but a fairly old picture. It ain't like super, super old. It's from a couple years ago. Right? It's good. If nobody, listen here. When I drop the link, I do that because I just want to, because I just be wanting y'all to chime in. I be wanting to hear other people's opinions on this stuff. But I mean, if nobody don't, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But like I always say too, and this is not an incentive or something to try to get y'all to hit the link, but understand that as situations improve and get better and change, that's going to be an option that's not going to be so freely and readily available. So I would suggest you take advantage of it now while it's basically allegedly free. I'm messing with y'all now, but I'm really not. I'm dead ass serious. All right. The importance and the significance of camming up. Right. You gotta be willing to stand up to public scrutiny. A lot of y'all on here running y'all's mouths behind these icons and these avatars. We don't know what you look like. Right? We can't get none of your mannerisms down. We can't get a feel for who you truly are. Especially, I said none of this applies if you're just talking about some superficial. You come on here talking heavy though. I'm talking about come on here talking heavy. You gotta cam up, man. Yes, Brownie. You absolutely must be held accountable. Like I said, though, man, if you on here, and nobody take no disrespect. If you on here just basically fucking around, that's what a lot of y'all do. A lot of y'all just on here fucking around, trying to make some money from fucking around. I mean, and I'm not hating on that, but just understand that that's contributing to the further degradation, regression, suppression, impression, depression. What's the next one? Levels to this stuff, man. You hear me? A lot of y'all here just fucking around, hoping that y'all can make some money off of fucking around, right? But there is some of us who actually have some real content and who take care and concern in the craft of what we're doing, and we want to present this information to y'all in the best way we possibly can. Not in order for you to think like what we think or what we want you to think or how we think or whatever, but just to change your perspective and, give you something different to look at in a different way from looking at it. That's all over here anyway. I can't really speak too many for other people. So I'm going to speak for too many other people. But, that's one of the tenets over here at A-Real Talk podcast, man, the A-Real Talk Media. You know what I'm saying? We want to put something into your mind frame that you ain't familiar with, that you ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like my homie Larry Gator say, when to stretch your mind, man. So when you let go of it, it ain't going to be in the same shape no more. You're going to be like, damn, look at that stuff different. All right. And that's what it is, man. The importance and the significance of camming up, man. Right. Another aspect of camming up, man. Like I say, man, you on here talking stuff. A lot of y'all, you on here talking about some y'all game coaches and y'all risk gods and all this crazy stuff, man. And we don't know what you look like. Hopping on these panels, having influence, Jessica X, a lot more motherfuckers, right? A lot more people. And I just say her name, Jessica S, because she's like the poster child for this, what I'm gonna call a genre. And that so-called manosphere whack ass shit, them corny ass goofy most of them niggas got going on and that weak ass stuff, man. Y'all don't sit up here and let a girl who nobody has seen what she looked like. She has never to this day cammed up. And this ain't hating on her. Look, baby, do your thing. Clearly, it don't matter what real ones say. These goofy niggas still gonna support that silly ass shit. So go ahead, sis. Keep doing you, man. Keep getting your money and doing your thing. Who am I? I'm gonna call out the bullshit though. I'm gonna definitely do that though. I just think that is so lame. Like, hold on, man. You've been sitting here having all this influence. People like you. People listen to you. You from the United Kingdom, allegedly. Right? Talking all this stuff about black women this, black women that, this, and black blah, 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 and we don't even know what the fuck you look like. And then this is the icing on the cake, and this is the disrespect. This is why I say it's disrespectful to sit up here and say some old counter. This is what your counter be is. Well, what you so concerned about what I look like for? What you mean? You talking heavy. I'm got to know what you look like. You talking heavy. And if you don't see that, if you looking at that from any other perspective than that, then you got some stuff you need to take a look at in your life, man. Maybe the Matrix has you more than what you even realize. Right? If you build it, they will come. Stay hard down. Pause. Stay steadfast, man. Remain humble and vigilant. Box cleverly with your words. Stay focused. You dig? Don't allow yourself to be deterred. You know what I mean? No matter what your situation is, make it happen sometime, man. Somehow, some way, Captain. You notice I didn't say captain, I said captain. Right? We're going to get into this on Tuesday. Right? See, don't be afraid to, like I said, you got to find some way to make that stuff entertaining and charismatic and magnetic. Huh? What y'all know about this? Right? What y'all know about Plan 8888? Oh, we're going to get into this next week. Yeah. What y'all know about this? Right? This is why it's important to come up and significant to come up, man. Right? And I'm going to keep repeating that. I'm going to keep saying it because a lot of y'all are under the impression, like I said and explained not too long ago, that we have privacy. That you think you got privacy? Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm going to just get straight blunt with it, man. Hold on. Yeah. I want y'all to realize some things, man. You feel me? I want y'all to realize that privacy is a thing of the past. You hear me? It doesn't exist anymore. It is over with. Right? The whole concept of, things being secret and private, that shit is over with, man. You on camera way more than what you would even want to realize that you are. You know what I'm talking about? You being surveilled and don't even realize it. Right? And not to mention, we all have smartphones on us. Not in us yet, pause. We all have smartphone devices. All that have GPS capabilities, all connected to the World Wide Web, can be hacked into, actually can be called from unintelligent artificial intelligence to have access to the whole entire database of phone numbers, digital, cellular, and wireless, all of that across the globe. How could you ever think that anything you doing was private, especially online? See, that right there, that thought right there, that's delusional. The very thought that your online presence, you're somehow private online. Don't you know it's levels to this stuff, man? Oh, and when the metaverse come in, it's going to be big levels. Big levels, yeah. Right? Let me find this clip I have for y'all, man. I had this clip I wanted to show y'all, man. You feel me? Hold on, let me cut this. I'm gonna cut the camera right back on, y'all, man. You know. You know what I'm talking about, man? Let me do this one time for y'all, man. Right? Everybody want to be anonymous, man. Right? Everybody want to hide behind these avatars, throw their rocks, hide their hands. You know what I'm saying? Talk crazy 14 karat cash stuff about each other, other people, and think that, you know, somehow you're not going to catch no scrutiny behind that, man. And I got to come here to let y'all know, right, that that's absolutely not the truth. Right? No anonymity. You're going to be, especially if you're going to be talking heavy, you got to put a face to it, man. You got to, man. You can't be out here talking big, heavy talk, man, and not, you know, willing to take the scrutiny that comes with that. You know? You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. I got to find the video, man. Where's it at? Man, what's that video called I did, man? Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Down, you know what I'm saying? Everybody succumb to the power of the church, except for the British royal family. Yeah, hold on. See, I ain't gotta even say fair use, you did, because it's my shit. You know what I'm talking about? The foreign pretty boy, what's good, man? Nigga silly as hell. Gotta be willing to be held accountable, though, man. For real. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Elbay? That nigga crazy as hell for saying that, man. Tap in, though, y'all.
My nigga, we all in. Down to move a couple bricks. My nigga, we all in. If you talking about the dub, my nigga, we all in. Treat life like poker. My nigga, we all in. We all in like the hook say. I would say that my niggas is hot.
It's the man about town, Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode. Hey, Real Talk Podcast. Hey, Real Talk Media LLC. All of that stuff combined. Of course, I'm Virgil. Starts with the facts. Y'all typing in with me. Now, I know a lot of people are going in on this subject on YouTube right now. So I definitely want to come with my perspective and considering the Travis Scott situation in Astro World. Now, I know a lot of people making videos on YouTube and this, you know, making the connections with Astro World. It's making connections with the demon time and the symbology. And, you know, the concert was on November 5th and November 6th, but it started on November 5th. And I think in order for us to get a deeper over and outer understanding about this subject, we got to do some history and connect some dots. Now, I don't really listen to Travis Scott's music, not a fan, not knocking him. But when I look at the imagery, when I look at the entrance of the Astro World Festival, music festival, and you're whirling through a big, huge, inflated head of him with his mouth open and you're walking through his mouth, I can't help but see that symbology right there. I just can't help but see it. It's smacking me in my face, and I'm going to definitely call it out for what it is, because when I look at previous Astro World Music Festivals, he has similar inflatable half of his skull with his mouth open. I think the last year one, it was a straight skull looking like his head. Well, so, you know what I mean? You got to do your research on the symbology. You got to do your research on what these things mean underneath what we've been told they mean. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if y'all remember a movie, man. I remember a movie that came out a few years ago called V for Vendetta. Right? Remember, the 5th of November. Remember, the 5th of November. How many of y'all remember this movie? How many of y'all have seen V for Vendetta? Right? How many of y'all seen this movie before? V for Vendetta. Right? Now, all of y'all who have seen this movie, have y'all ever thought who was V for Vendetta character based off of? Huh? Let's go. Now, y'all know I have to do some research, man, because I'm a research type of guy. And let's just walk this down slow a little bit, all right? Travis Scott and Drake, you know, they were like the headliners of this tour. And notice when Drake came on stage, things got a little bit amplified. At least that was reports what we're saying. Now, at this event venue, there was 50,000+ people in attendance, right? 8 people were killed. 8 people were killed, many more were injured. I think they said upwards of 300 more people were injured. They say the chaos really popped off at like 9 o'clock when Drake came out and they did the song called Sicko Mode. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on at that concert. A lot of drugs being used, as we know. You know, there's a lot of underage people in there too. And there were reports of people passing out due to being overdosed and exposed to opiates. And they would have to administer many people, a lot of them underage, Narcan. I know what Narcan is. You know what I mean? We won't get into Narcan, but they was giving them Narcan, and the security officer at the event, right? He said he went to try to prevent some kids or some, concert goers from, rushing the stage or breaching the structures that had the barricades. He said as he did that, he felt over and he felt a prick in his neck. And he had to be administered Narcan as well. So people were out there randomly, it seemed to speak, or we're being made to believe due to this story right here, that they just were running around poking people with needles for opiates. Is it a possibility? Maybe not. I wasn't there, so I don't know. What I'm saying is Narcan had to be administered to numerous people. Most of these people were underage. 8 people were killed. 300+ more were injured, right? Troy Finer is his name. He's the Houston police chief. He's the one who released this statement talking about the cop that got hit in the neck with the needle and had to be treated. It's the same police chief that went on TV talking when Lotta Cash Desto came up dead, when Takeoff came up dead, when Duke the Jeweler came up dead. Huh? The importance of coming up, the significance of coming up. Connect them dots. The chief of police over there in Houston, he's Boule. Huh? Y'all ain't know? Right? Now I'm about to get to where the V Vendetta thing come from. Narcan, and it was reported that many more people had to get treated as well from their use use of drugs, and also a lot of people were suffering from cardiac arrest up in there. So what was really going on? That's a whole nother topic, right? And several people were treated with this Narcan stuff. Narcan is a drug, an opiate that you know what I'm saying, prevents people who are overdosing from narcotics, whether they be opiates, uppers, downers, wherever it is, and it balances you out, you know, so you don't overdose. You know, kind of like how them Suboxone strips is opiates, but they sort of, you know, like curb when you're trying to come off a drug, but they're really more addictive than actual drugs. Stuff is crazy, man. November 5th, right? Now let's go back to the movie V for Vendetta, right? November 5th. And we gotta do some connecting some dots. Get your notebooks ready. Had this concert on November 5th. And it's not no mistake, you know. I know, you know, people might say that people be reaching when they say stuff like this, but you gotta connect the dots, right? November 5th is also, now before I get on what I'm about to say, notice that at this event, it was 528 police officers there, man. 755 security guards. And I bring that up to mention, with all that security, now you would think there's 50,000 plus people in attendance, but even with all that security, even at the Houston Astrodome, where there's a lot of security, a lot of surveillance, you mean to tell me that they don't have the security wherewithal to make sure and see and be up on game about people running around sticking people with syringes full of opiates or drugs, narcotics? I don't know. That seems like a lot of security for me for 528 actual police officers and 755 security officers. You know? And if you look at the footage from the actual concert, like things have gotten crazy. Like after 9 p.m. when Drake and them came on stage and played Sicko Mode, the crowd went crazy. So, you know, that's a whole other video to get into. But November 5th, remember, the 5th of November, go watch V for Vendetta, y'all. V for Vendetta. Right, on November 5th is a British royal holiday, right? Recognizing and celebrating a guy named Guy Fawkes. You know what I'm saying? King James I holiday, right? Recognizing and celebrating a guy named Guy Fawkes. This is the homie Guy Fawkes. Guyfaukes. Right? Guy Fawkes was a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. Guy Fawkes was a member of the Grid and the Grid and Goose Iron Lodge. All right. Yeah. Guy Fawkes was a member of the Odd Fellow Society. Guy Fawkes was a member of the Brotherhood or the Order of the Dragon. Yeah, he was hired to bomb the British Parliament, right? At a time when the British Parliament was doing what? Funding the Revolutionary War in or over here in America. And when you look about that, think about that movie V for Vendetta, the mask that V wears, which is my brother, what's his name? Heath. What's his name? My nigga that play Agent Smith too. What's his name, man? Actor dude. Good actor. Anyway. He the one that played in the movie V for Vendetta. He plays V. Hugo Weaving. That's his name. Hugo Weaving. My brother Hugo Weaving. He plays V for Vendetta. He plays the character V. right? And his mask, V for Vendetta's mask, is the face, the characterized, cartoonized satirization of the face of this dude right here, Guy Fawkes, who was hired by the Rothschilds to bomb the British Parliament building on a day when they were having discussions and talks about the gunpowder tax. And hold on, what was it called? The Gunpowder Keg Revolt. What was it called? Hold on real quick. Let me bring it up for y'all. I think it was called the Gunpowder Keg Revolt or something like that. Let me look it up for y'all. What was it called? Yeah, the Gunpowder Plot. My bad. The Gunpowder Plot. Right? 1605. King James I, right? We about to get to him. Let's finish watching my video, man. You know what I'm saying? King James I ordered the banishing of all Catholic priests during his reign. King James I, right? King James I is responsible for what, y'all? Rewriting the King James Version Bible. And of course, Guy Fawkes, who was a member of the English Catholics, was totally against this. And Guy Fawkes is the guy who on V for Vendetta, when he wears that mask with the mustache, that is a caricature of a guy named Guy Fawkes, who is said to have been blocking guarding the gunpowder that they had placed strategically under the Parliament building, which is what I'm about to get to, right? So King James I banished all the Catholics from out of England, right, in 1604. All right, let me get my notes right. Yeah, that's what it was. The King James I and his royal, chamber, his cabinet, his regime, his kingdom. They wanted to get rid of the power that the church was trying to have over the state, the monarchy. They felt that the king and the royal family should have supreme rule over the United Kingdom, right? And the Catholic Church wasn't having this, right? You know what I'm saying? A small group of Catholics, they called themselves the English Catholics, y'all, right? And they plotted to put this scenario together, or put this demo together, where they were going to kill King James I when he attended the parliamentary hearing a year later, right? And that's what we're about to get to, right? It was known as the gunpowder treason, or the gunpowder plot, right? The plan was to blow up, like I said, the plan was to blow the king up at the parliament meeting with a whole bunch of gunpowder, right? On November 5th in 1605, when King James would be attending the opening session of Parliament. They waited a whole year, man. They waited a whole year and plotted this down with the help of the English Catholics, which Guy Fawkes was a member of. They were part of the Catholic religion, offshoots of the Knights Templar, and they felt like the Pope should have all rule over all kings, right? So they were beefing with each other. King James I also is the one responsible for restructuring the Bible to what it is today, taking out all them books that's not in it no more. So you can understand, King James allegedly was trying to, keep the books in, but he wanted to keep the books out along with the Catholic Church, but he wanted to have his version, and the Catholic Church, the papacy was not going along with what King James I wanted to do with his version of the Bible. They wanted to keep the Bible the way it was, just minus the books they took out of it. But King James wanted to add his little to the Bible, and that's what they was beefing over. And the British monarchy at that time was way more powerful than the church. It was the only monarchy that stood up to the church. The Dutch went down, the French went down, the Spanish went down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody succumbed to the power of the church, except for the British royal family. Think about that, y'all. Even to this day.
You listen to this, y'all. Play peep game. Peep game. Now Elizabeth's dead, right? And keep this in mind, y'all. They ain't even British. The Windsors are not British. They're German. They're the Saxe-Coburg-Gothas. They're not even British. They're German. So when you think about the city of London being bombarded back during World War II, now you can get an idea why none of their property was damaged. Any property in London that the British royal family, the Windsors or Saxe-Coburg-Gothas owned, notice during World War II when they was bombing London, none of those buildings got destroyed. Very interesting indeed, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's go.
A few days
I know
earlier,
about commentating on your own comments.
26 and 1605, you know what I'm saying? This is how everything got tripped off. Somebody has sent a letter to the Parliament, you know what I'm saying? A guy who was a member of Parliament. I can't remember what this guy's name.
What y'all know about commentating on your own content, man? What y'all know about that, man? Commenting on my own shit, man. You're talking about I'm reacting to my own shit. You know?
It's not really much, but the story goes, there was a guy who was a member of the English Parliament. He received a letter from Catholic, English Catholic, who was a member of the English Catholic Society, or the English Catholic, secret society inside of the Catholic Church, who was going against the kingdom, the royal family, saying they was a sympathizer with this particular member in Parliament. So they sent him the letter thinking that he was going to, help them out somehow. But this guy showed the letter allegedly to the royal cabinet of King James I. So they got privy to it. They was hit to it. So on November 4th, right? Let me make sure I get that right. Yeah, on November 4th, 1605, right? November 4th, 1605, when they were the night before, they were supposed to set the gunpowder under Parliament and blow King James up. What they did was the night before is King James was already hit to it. So he waited all the way up. Now, mind you, dude got this letter on October 26th. So this is a couple days before the 4th. It's like a week or so earlier, allegedly. So King James was hit to it. So you know what? He said, let them set up and get prepared. You know what I'm saying? I think everything is doing. Then the night before, go hit them. And that's what happened. And they caught Guy Fawkes at the scene guarding the gunpowder. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 15,000 pound barrels or something, 1,000 barrels of gunpowder they would say that. So they were really trying to blow the whole Parliament building up, which we know is number 10 Downing Street now, right? They was trying to blow that up because King James was supposed to be attendance of the opening session of the Parliament hearings that day. But the plan got foiled, so to speak, and now we have Guy Fawkes. When you watch the movie V for Vendetta, his face is that mask with the mustache. That's the caricature face of Guy Fawkes. You feel me? I said, I gotta connect the dots. Now, walk with me, right? November 5th, right? Now, Robert Catesby is the real founder and leader of the English Catholics. He was connected to the English Rothschilds, as well as the Vienna Rothschilds and the Oppenheimers and the Schiff family. See how this stuff is connected, y'all? You feel me? We're gonna connect the dots with Travis Scott.
right? November 5th was called Gunpowder Treason Day or Guy Fawkes Day. So which is why in the movie V for Vendetta, the character V, right, wore the Guy Fawkes mask, and he was setting up to do what he did as far as like blowing up everything on TV as far as the government buildings and stuff on the 5th of November, commiserating the anniversary of what Guy Fawkes was attempting to do on November 5th in 1605. Now let's take it back to Travis Scott. November 5th was the day of his concert. November 5th and 6th. Now this whole situation happened on the first night, November 5th. 8 people died. One of them was a 14-year-old kid. I can't remember his name. Right? Then you got the entrance to the concert being an open mouth with an inflatable head of Travis Scott with people walking through the mouth, symbolizing eating of humans. Y'all can sit up here and think this stuff is a game, think it's a joke, think it's all fun and games. But I'm telling you, man, this stuff means stuff. And if you ever connect the dots, if you think that Travis Scott having his concert on November 5th is not related into somehow, because these people are all about ritual. The people who own and run the music industry, the entertainment industry, they are all about ritual. November 5th is Guy Fawkes Day. Why is that day so important? That is the day that they put out the PSYOP's been going on for forever, man. So this is a 1605 PSYOP to make you think that the Catholic Church and the British royal family is beefing, which they are at some point, but at the end of the day, they both working towards the same goal, right? So November 5th is a day to basically represent, you know what I mean, when the British royal family was going at it with the Catholic Church, and as we all know, they all related and connected anyway. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I look at Astroworld as a commiseration of the manipulation of our perception of thinking that these so-called beefing power structures are going at it, which they are, but at the same time, they're all going towards the same goal, which is, y'all know what I'm talking about. NWO. The smart grid is here. So that's why I say this, dog, because I want to connect the dots on this stuff, because y'all can see this how they're using the music industry to desensitize us and program us to be prepared to experience these things, which we are when we go to these concerts where they number big, huge rituals, y'all. Blood sacrifice rituals at that symbolically and literally. If we don't start looking into this stuff and connecting the dots on this stuff, y'all, we're going to continue to let this stuff manipulate our perception of reality. We're going to get further and further into demon time. Now, I know everybody is like, you know, see everybody would say I know y'all a lot of Travis Scott fans out there, and y'all want to support him, but understand, you can, no matter what you believe, it don't matter what I believe. What matters is the people that run this industry. One that Travis Scott is a slave and puppet of, right? Notice, or should I say know that they practice demonic witchcraft rituals and all of this stuff. So we have to be spiritually prepared for what's coming when it comes to this stuff. Now, you know, we get into all type of stuff when I holler at my brother Mr. O, holler at my brother Brent Supreme, or whatever we talk about, but we're going to start getting into the deeper aspects. This is why we coming together and having different facets and different platforms to talk about different various subjects. Now, this thing with Travis Scott is demon time all day. I'm going to let y'all know that off top. I don't care what nobody say about it. I just connected the dots on one of the reasons that he had his concert on November 5th, because he's commiserating Guy Fawkes Day, or basically the day that they kept up the illusion that the royal family and the British royal family and the Catholic Church is somehow beefing, and they sacrificed people. Guy Fawkes, man, they hanged, tortured, and quartered these guys. I want you to do some research on what hanged, torturing, and quartering somebody means. That's what they did to Guy Fawkes and all the rest of their crew.
Very demonic.
You know what I'm saying? Your boy Catesby, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Robert Catesby set the whole demo up. So when y'all join these secret fraternal organizations, just know that y'all are cannon fodder, y'all puppets to be used for whatever they want to use y'all for. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going in and exposing this stuff, man. Y'all got to be able to connect the dots. Y'all got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, question everything and do your due diligence and be able to see, well, what's the correlation and connection? And we always can go back in history. November 5th is Guy Fawkes Day. November 5th. National Roll began on November 5th. That same day, 8 people were trampled to death and many more were injured. Blood sacrifice. Look at the entrance to the venue. Look at the imagery on the stage with the fire. I know y'all feel it, man. I know a lot of y'all like these rappers and stuff, man, and y'all be feeling like, nah, but, you know, we seeing the demon time being pressed through the music. And to not speak up, wanted to speak out about it, that's your choice to do. I, for one, choose to say something because I'm informed and I can connect the dots. So as you already know, man, shouts out to everybody on YouTube who rock with Stats for Facts. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out with everybody who rock with Able Talk Podcast, Able Talk Media. You know what I'm saying? Please hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button. Share on your social engineering. We ain't calling it social media anymore. Social engineering. You know what I'm saying? Get these videos out and get this information out, man. And if anybody want to build a connect with me, hit me up on my email at artmediallc@yahoo.com. See, I like camming up. You know what I'm saying? I like doing pre-recorded videos and I like camming up. You know what I mean? Because you come on this here YouTube and you talk about stuff you talk about, you gotta cam up, man. So with that being said, shouts out to my brother, Mr. O. Shouts out to my brother, Red Supreme TV1. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody at the family who tap in with my homie Red Go Live. And we have our conversation, and this is the family extending and branching off. Go subscribe to Mr. O. Go subscribe to Mr. O and the Mr. O podcast. My fault, Mr. O and the Ozone podcast.
Yeah, that's when you had that long ass name, man.
Subscribe to my man JB Lurkin, fire content. Go
This is
subscribe
back
to
when I was fucking with
Jay
I see I say what my nigga Red be saying, man. Y'all know this. Listen to the names I'm saying right here, y'all. Now, think about how long ago this video was. This was like a year and some change ago. Pay attention to the names I'm saying that you used to see in Red's comment section that you no longer see in there no more. I'm going to go back.
Talk podcast. It's Able Talk Media. You know what I'm saying? Please hit that like button.
Red be saying some real shit,
Smash
man.
that like button. Share on your social engineering. We ain't calling it social media anymore.
Pay attention to the names I say that you don't see in the chat anymore.
Get this information out,
The
man.
comment section anymore.
Connect with me. Hit me up on my email at artmediallc@yahoo.com.
Pay attention
I
to
like
the names
camming
I
up.
say.
You know what I'm saying? I like doing pre-recorded videos and I like camming up. You know what I mean? Because you come on this here YouTube and you talk about stuff you talk about, you gotta cam up, man. So with that being said, shouts out to my brother Mr. O. Shouts out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody at the family who tap in with my homie Red Go Live. And we have our conversation, and this is the family extending and branching off. Go subscribe to Mr. O. Go subscribe to Mr. O and the Mr. O podcast. Well, my fault, Mr. O and the Ozone podcast. My bad, brother. Go holler, subscribe to my man JB Lurkin, fire content. Go subscribe to Jay the Black, fire content. Go subscribe to Lord of Honesty, decent content, fire content. Go hire, subscribe to Nika Marie. Go subscribe to Prince and Cure. Go subscribe to Fantastic Trail TV. Go subscribe to Chantel Simone. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to China White. I think that's her name. China White or China Black, which one of the Red's people? I can't remember. If I butcher your name, apologize, Mom. Forgive me. But you know what I'm saying? We don't do no clout chase, man. There's real people linking up. You know what I'm saying? I
You my brother Red be saying.
So I'm here to expose demons, bro. So, you know, hit me up on the email, like I said, artmediallc@yahoo.com. Subscribe to the check page. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? If y'all really want to, you know, collabo, check out the content, check out the video. It's time for us real brothers to come on this YouTube, drop this real game in this raw form. You know, since we can expose all the fuckery that's going on in these YouTube streets, man. That being said, it's your boy, Stats. Let me rewind that. It's your guy, Stats for Facts. You know what I'm saying, Brother Barry. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like button.
They used to look past me, now they ask me. I being nice for years. Check out my track sheet. I be all over the.
I'm like a triathlete. I'm like an athlete. Huh? Huh? You said JB Lurkin channel got taken down and China White be around. Hey, that Ron. And you know, I'm just saying. I just said all that to say. I'm not saying that anybody I named is somebody who was on some bullshit. I'm just saying, pay attention to the names that I said that used to be in the chat, but they don't be in there no more for whatever reason. You know, it ain't necessarily gotta be that they was on some bullshit and they put on their choosing shoes. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't necessarily gotta be what it is. You know what I'm saying? But more than likely, it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I peruse and I see stuff. You know, like I say, I'm not out in the YouTube streets like some of y'all, man, but I'm out there. I do I'm informed with what I'm interacting with, just to say that. You feel me? And I see people. You feel me? Oh, she was? Might have been in one of them shows where I wasn't paying attention, man, or I don't know. You know, like I said, if you happen to be watching and you heard your name, hey, man, if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't, hey, you know, take it with a grain of salt. I just noticed a lot of names that I mentioned. I see they still on YouTube. I see them in other people's comment section. I see them doing their content, but I don't see them over here in Red's comment section anymore. Now, whatever reason that may be, hey, you know, it could be argued, I guess. You feel me? Yeah. I like old girl China White. She kind of rough around the edges though, but you know, I done had plenty chicks like her. You know, you gotta be a certain type of guy to you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say handle, but I'm gonna say to mess with a chick like that, you know, in a capacity as far as like you fucking them, you gotta be a different type of dude, man. Most of you dudes ain't got what it takes to and that don't mean that you a softener. I'm just saying a lot of y'all, you might not think that's something that you want to put up with. But I know the type of chick China White is, man. I done dealt with bras like her before. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Listen here, man. A lot of these chicks on here, they so see-through, man. You feel me? And you know, man, a lot of y'all are enamored. A lot of y'all get enamored. A lot of y'all get it's a word I want to look here for. Flabbergasted, awestruck, I would dare say, at these girls' beauty. Because China White is beautiful. Sister Goddess, they're beautiful. I mean, you know, Danika's beautiful. You know, Chantel, gorgeous, beautiful. So I mean, I get it. You feel me? I understand how, you know, guys would be you know, attracted to them. But, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of other attractive girls that come on here. And, you know, I'm just saying, man, you know, there's content to everything. There's context to everything. You feel me? And you know, like I said, if you heard your name get let off and you felt some type of way while me saying it, hey man, you don't have to listen. Like you can choose to not feel like that. I don't know any of y'all personally, so y'all shouldn't even take what I say serious anyway. This is my personal observation, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Listen here, man. I'm a man. You hear me? Like I like beautiful women, specifically tall, brown skin to chocolate, pretty girls. Oh, it's just something about it. You know, a lot of my girlfriends was fit that description. You hear me? A lot of girls I messed with back in the day fit that description. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a tall guy, so you know, a chick like 6, she ain't. You know, I'm way taller than her. You know, so she A lot of y'all probably will be scared to holler at a chick like that because y'all intimidated by her tall. She tall and she pretty. She got some size on her, so she kind of thick. She got a nice body on her, so she's kind of intimidating to y'all niggas and to a lot of y'all bras. I happened to catch on the 6th stream, and I guess bitches was talking shit about they was gonna pull up on her and stuff like that. And she said, she's like, one girl was talking shit and see me out in public. You know what I'm saying? She was the one to act like she wanted to have that smoke until she ran up or got up close to me to see how tall I actually am. Like 6 is taller than a lot more than the you bras, man. You hear me? And she looked like one of them pretty girls that know how to fight. I'm just say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure her being pretty and tall, like how she been all her life, I'm pretty sure she's been in plenty fights. You feel me? So, and I just say that to say that I felt where she was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be thinking just because I'm tall and I'm pretty and I'm on YouTube that you could just run up on me and thinking shit sweet. She said, I'm a tall, big bitch. Like, I will beat the fuck out of one of you hoes. I said, I had to respect that. I had to respect that. She said, y'all run up on me if y'all want to, but I'll beat the fuck out of one of y'all hoes. That's what 6 said. 6 said she'll beat one of you bitches up trying to pull tight on her. She ain't no little broad. She ain't soft. She ain't punk. She ain't no punk. She ain't little. You ain't just gonna whoop her ass. She's bigger than most of y'all. Ain't no most average black girls don't look like that. Ain't tall. 6 foot tall for a broad is tall. She's taller than most of you niggas. She probably beat some of you niggas up. Oh, it'll be messed up to get beat up by a tall, pretty bitch like 6. She just fuck around and put them hands on you. That'll be terrible. That would be horrible. The importance and significance of camming up. Right? I want y'all to know how important it is to get your ass on camera. This is why I got respect for a lot of the female content creators like Crimson Cure, like 6, like Danica Marie, like Chantel Simone, right? Because not only is they, for the most part, saying some all right, decent shit, but they're putting a face to it to be held to scrutiny. And from what I've seen, all 4 of them chicks, to my knowledge anyway, don't be in mind held accountable or put to question. You hear me? For the most part anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, thank y'all for coming out, man. You know what I mean? Listen here. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Cam up, man. It's 2023. If you're going to be on the internet and on YouTube talking heavy, hold on, man. That's probably what my alarm was. I think my nigga Red going in right now, too, man. Y'all go tap in with my brother Red because I'm about to get on up out of here, because I got something I got to take care of real quick before I leave to get up out of here to go to work, man. You know what I mean? I'm a regular dude like most of y'all, man. I got to go to work, man. You hear me? Don't ever get this shit twisted or fucked up, man. I'm not no holier than thou art ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right? I want to say my nigga Red supposed to be going in, man. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for coming out, man. Effing with a real one. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know my nigga Red be pushing this shit up and shit, man. Yeah, he pushed it up to 35. That nigga Red be crazy, man. But you know, so I thought it said, I could have sworn it said 9 o'clock, but I could have sworn it said 9 o'clock when I saw the notification for it earlier, but I might be tripping. You know what I'm saying? It said 11 o'clock. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man. You know what I mean? You know, man, thank y'all for coming out, man. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to listen to some more of the Booze Brothers on the way out. You feel me? Rock with the Booze, bro. Y'all go check the Booze Brothers out, man. Them dudes is nice, man. You hear me? I'll go check out the Booze Brothers. They got dumb, dope albums, fire music. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying?
I have come here to...
These niggas got hits for days, man. You hear me? Nah, man. But yeah, though, man. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about? Tapping in and walking with your guy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. You already know what it is, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow we going in. Let me pull it up for y'all real quick. Tomorrow we going in. You know what I'm talking about? We're going in tomorrow for sure. You know what I'm talking about? We're going in tomorrow, man. We're going to be discussing this situation right here, man. My brother Bird going to be on the show this Saturday, man. We're going to be chopping it up with my brother Bird. You hear me? Uncle Bird, up-and-coming comedian out of Columbus, Ohio, is one of my guys. I've been on him since we was young boys. You know what I'm talking about? We was in the county with each other. We met each other in the county jail back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We've been cool ever since. You know what I'm talking about? It's my guy right here, and we're going to chop it up with my brother Bird on Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? Up-and-coming comedian in the city. Tap in and walk with him on Facebook. Clarence Roberts, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into all of that. You know what I mean? But tomorrow, this is what tomorrow's show is going to be about. All right. Shouts out to my sis, Sharice, man. She was the inspiration for this show, right? She made a post on Facebook. I'm going to pull it up tomorrow, too, talking about some she want to send. Oh, my God. So this is going to be the topic of discussion for tomorrow, y'all. Do women really like and want simps, non-select, educated lames? Yeah, y'all know we're going to get to it, man, tomorrow night, man. Ladies' night. This is ladies' night. And the feeling's bright. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Hopefully, Sharice will bring her ass on the show since she made that goofy-ass post. And I just want to, I would like for her to come on the show and hit the panel and explain why she said that. Because I'll be saying, like, a lot of y'all, let me just say this real quick before we get about. A lot of y'all, and I've been guilty of this myself when I was younger, but as of now, no, absolutely not. There's not one word that comes out of my mouth that I am not well-versed, learned, and studied in when I'm speaking on a certain specific topic, issue, or situation. I don't speak on that which I do not know. I don't do that. At this level in my life now, no, I don't speak on that which I do not know. That would make me an ignoramus. And although I can be very ignorant to some things, I'm not ignorant to majority of things, right? There's some things I may be ignorant to, and I can admit that. But I'm pretty much privy to most things, right? With that being said, I don't speak on things which I don't say words if I don't know the definition to them. I don't use words out of context. You know, that's a pet peeve of mine. So when I seen my people post this, talking about she wanted a simp, clearly she doesn't know what a simp is. Because if any of you chicks know the actual real meaning and definition and the full depiction and description of what a simp actually is and what it entails, that's exact. No real woman, feminine woman, will want a guy like that. And most of y'all masculine head, fake feminine bras, y'all would only deal like a guy like that up until a certain point. Or if you dealt with him on a longevity basis, you're going to be cheating on him. You're going to be getting smashed by a guy like me. You're going to be dealing with that simp ass dude while getting smashed by me for free. Right? I know this to be true because this has been my life experience as well. And, we're going to talk about what simps are, what simps are not, who's a simp, who's not a simp, who can be a simp, what does it mean to be a simp, We're going to get into it tomorrow night, man. And we're also going to get to the bottom of, do y'all bras really want simps? Do y'all, because a simp ain't a man, right? If you a man on your man shit, 10 times on your masculine man shit, ain't no simping coming up out of you. And no, ladies, y'all can't make simping mean what y'all want it to mean. Simping means what it always means. It don't mean what y'all want it to mean or what y'all think it should or could mean. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all always trying to make something mean something that it ain't. Ain't shit manly, masculine about being a simp. It don't matter what y'all think about it. It don't matter what y'all got to say about it. Us, the men, determine this type stuff. And ain't nothing manly about being a simp. No man who's a man, who you would consider a man, even though you might have a diluted perception of what a man is. Think about your dad, but a lot of y'all's daddies was fuck simp niggas. But you think about real ones. Yeah, you got here just in time, Glitz, because I'm talking heavy before we get up through. You hear me? Right? Simp ass niggas, man. Listen, a real man, masculine, manly man ain't got nothing to do with no simpatry. No simpery. You ain't gonna catch no man simping, especially for the bitch. So we're going to get to that tomorrow, man. Y'all ladies go ahead and tap in, because a lot of y'all ladies, y'all are, like my brother Ren said, y'all are gang goofy when it comes to this. Y'all have no idea, or some sort of an idea, but not the basic full conception, over, inner, outer, extra standing of what the hell it means to be a simp. I'm telling you right now, as a man, ain't nothing manly about being a simp. No man who considers himself a man, a full representation and embodiment of what it is to be masculine, is ever going to say out of his mouth, I'm a simp. That would be equivalent to what the homie Obsidian said when he out his mouth repeatedly says, I'm non-select. Well, ain't no man who's a man going to ever say out his mouth, I'm non-select. You know what a man is going to do who may have the thought in his head that he is, and even may so very well be, non-select? He's going to work on himself. He's going to improve. He's going to listen to already ganged up men, soak it up, apply it to his life, right? That's what he's going to do. He's never going to out of his mouth say to himself, I'm non-select. I'm non-selected by the bitch. Nah, he's going to improve himself to make himself selectable. That's what a man's going to do. That's the difference. And we're going to get into all of that tomorrow night. Because I see a lot of y'all are clueless. A lot of y'all have no goddamn iota of what these words that y'all say out your mouth mean. And that's a goddamn shame, because y'all grown. Y'all adults. Children are supposed to do stuff like that. There's not one word that I could utter or mutter out of my mouth that I do not have a full over, inner, outer, extra standing of. I don't use words out of context. I don't speak out of context. Everything I say connects and flows together, even that of which you don't really know about. You ever notice that? Even when I'm speaking on a situation, a topic of conversation, an issue that y'all have absolutely no knowledge about, no experience in, notice how I have the ability to make it flow so good to where you over, inner, outer, extra standing by the end of the conversation to some degree. Right? You got to know your worth and your value, man. And you can't be afraid to say that, or don't allow some sub count or views or likes to determine the valid, or should I say the quality of the content that you are creating as a content creator, if you're actually creating content. Because a lot of y'all is non-content creating ass niggas and bras. And I'm going to keep saying stuff like that with my 451 subscribers, nigga. Right? Out here in the field, nigga. Getting it in, nigga. Right? When I say a name, it ain't for no clout chasing. Nigga, I'm the clout. And you want to know? Because you can ask niggas like Rob Anderson. I ain't one of these niggas on here perping, talking shit, running my mouth, right? I'm that nigga for real. And I can say, yeah, I'm not, I don't have to say it, but I can say it, and I'm going to say it because I can. Because when I say it, I'm not lying. I'm not boasting. I'm not putting on. I'm not bragging. I'm not painting a persona or a picture of something that's not actual factual. When I say I'm that nigga, that's some real shit. You can check on that shit. Exactly. You feel me? And then you can hit them with the Horoken. Right? Talk to him, Glitch, man. Tell him this shit ain't no damn facade. This shit real business here, man. Stats with the facts, man. Virgil Beard, man. Stats with the facts, man. You know, talking about real shit, man. I didn't even name myself Stats with the Facts. I didn't come up with that name. I didn't come up with the name Stacks. I used to always tell people my name is Virg. You know, the homies gave me that name. And it just kind of stuck. Right? So y'all have an imagination, like my man Simply used to say, y'all go on a mental safari about why niggas started calling me Stacks. And it's the reason why I don't go by that name anymore, because, you know, or I don't go by just regular plain Stacks. I switched it up from Stacks to Stacks with the Facts. You hear me? Strategy, man. Strategic in everything I do. You did. You know, appreciate y'all coming out tonight, man. Tomorrow night we going in, man. You did. We're going to get up out of here, man. We're going to ride out to this Booze Brothers, man. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to ride out to my homie, the Booze Brothers, man, out of Philadelphia, man. You niggas is fire, you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to pull that back up on the screen, too, so y'all can watch it, man. These Booze Brother dudes is nice, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I fuck with the Booze Brothers, man.
Sense. But here is the mystery.
Oh, let me see an album I got that's broken up. Because a lot of their joints on here is just this whole joint. You know, so you know, sometimes you see these nigga album on here and the album be go check this joint out right here. This is this was pre-recorded I just dropped. Go check that joint out. Talking about our homeboy who did this, allegedly did that shooting. You hear me, out here and goddamn it, did that shooting out there in Michigan State. We're gonna talk about that too. Now, this album by these dudes is hard. By this is hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The sign outside says this here school is for.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit y'all with that song right there, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with some E&E. You feel me? That's a dope ass picture right there. All right. Right. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. We going in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Y'all already know what it is, man. You understand me? Thank everybody for coming out tonight. We appreciate the support. Hit the like button on your way out. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go ahead and do this real quick, y'all. Let me go back to my page. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all can look at my content as the show ends out. Just looking at him low and whoever ones, man. You know what I'm talking about? Go check out my homie, the Booze Brothers, man, out of Philadelphia. Them niggas is nice. You know what I'm saying? For real. Booze Brothers is hella nice, man. They're like a mixture of Smith & Wesson, Wu-Tang, and Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? That's what they put you in the mind frame of. Right? It's gonna be tomorrow night's show right here, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Y'all niggas stop simping out there, man. You had the nigga Arnold. You know, Arnold was a sucker. You feel me? Like a lot of you niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, thank y'all for coming out with us tonight. Tap in, walk with us, man. Tomorrow night we're going in 7 p.m., man.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. And then it was nothing to me but blackness. Victory has defeated you.
Gotta know your next move when you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't put it at the force. Gotta know your next move when you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing from us.
I used to be stacks with the packs, now I'm stacks with the facts. Now I drop knowledge, used to cook straight, drop crack. E&E, coronavirus to take over. C-Dub, the elite, Virgil, the wait's over, right? Don't be addicted to the limelight. Mediocre bars, knowing that y'all don't rhyme right. You fake dope niggas need to get your mind right. Stupid ass niggas, y'all bringing guns to a mind fight. Now let me slow it down so I can talk to you. I'm never letting up. If that's your thought, screw you. I hypnotize the track like a nigga practice voodoo. Voice of God, Crips and Miss, Tootsies and Hootus. The rap game is in the abyss, I can easily swim through. I'm like the Gordon Fisherman and you rappers are seafood. Grand champion, this bitch, you should call me your seafood. Make sure my energy is up cause the devil's deceitful. And everything that we see and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream. And everything that we see and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream.
Gotta know your next move when you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move when you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Throw them all on the boat, start shipping them off. E&E, incongruity, tipping them off. Find them in the West Wing, start clipping them off. Let stacks hold them up while I finish them off. I sold all shits, man, I'm sick by the floor. Said Ocean 6, that Bellagio vault. Man, we killing everything like a British assault. They sick of these kids, we the illest of dogs. Always hating cats is fraud, filled with jealousy. Another beat murder, they charging me with assassin. Love to cook, got the ingredients and the recipe. Pardon me, I'm still smoking on hydrotherapy. Literally, still getting paper with the printer off. But I still don't got no bark, that's a winner off. So fuck y'all, get a permanent flip off. Don't speak to me for less than 250, that's a rip off. Next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of this Ian sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move when you speak to the boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of this Ian sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false.
I being poor, I've owned my dreams. I've spread my dreams under your feet.
Shout out, JoJo.
Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. I assume you dream.